Not even 2 months left in 2023. Lately, this has been hitting me right over the top of my head. I want to finish 2023 strong so that I'm ready for the new year. What better time as we welcome fall and we are being grateful here in this month of gratitude, Thanksgiving, than to really take a look at where we are in our lives, where as we get ready to turn the page for 2024. What do we really want and why? So today, in this video and subsequent article, I'm going to take you through the tried and true and iterative process of my signature system, the Productivity Success Cake, that has helped many people, hundreds of thousands of folks, become more focused, organized, and productive, get out of their own way, and finally have the peace and prosperity they really want. So here, just as a reminder, here's what it looks like, right? That's the Productivity Success Cake system, because living the life that you really want is better than baking a cake. Calorie-free. I invite you to take your pencil or pen out and go ahead and write the answers to these questions. And then what you can do is you can send these to me in an email, carol@unscatterme.com. Let me know what your ahas were, and I can help you create a perfect plan for you if that's something you would like. So we're going to go through each and every piece in the Productivity Success Cake, and I'm going to invite you to rate yourself. So listen for the statement and then assess where you are in each statement. And we're going to go ahead and start right at the bottom of the Success Cake. Before we begin, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the Productivity Success Cake and why I did it the way I did it. So I have been in business since 2009. And when I began my business, I began it as a professional organizer and productivity consultant and trainer. And what I realized in pretty short order was that when people weren't as organized and productive as they thought they would love to be, there was usually some underlying reasons. And over the years, it was early 2020, before the pandemic started actually, where I created the Productivity Success Cake system. And I realized that out of all the categories, there were a couple of categories that I could, made them into a layer. The first is health, the second is environment. Then and only then, if our health and our environment is strong enough, doesn't have to be perfect, but strong enough, now we can layer on productivity and those tips and tools that I had been teaching and coaching folks on for many years at that point. And then after that, there's more, because there's always more and better, sharpening the saw, and it should all be kind of wrapped up with your purpose. So now that you know the framework, that's why the Productivity Success Cake is, in fact, a framework. It's not a system as much and a recipe as much as it is a framework, although system and recipe does have something to do with it. It's mostly just fun, and it's a beautiful visual way to see, where am I in what I want anyways? And it gives you that happiness and joy. And I love happiness and joy. You may want to dance a little dance. Okay, so let's get started with the health layer. So listen to the statement and then write down where you believe you are with each of these. Ready? Let's go. This will take about 5 minutes. First, on the health layer, food. The statement is, the food I eat supports my body in a perfect way. 1 is very true and 10 is very false. So just pick yourself anywhere from 1 to 10 where you rate yourself in that, in food. Okay? So write down food and then your number. Next, on the health layer is exercise. I exercise to the degree that has me feeling good, energetic, and supports my health and fitness needs fully. 1 is very false and 10 is very true. Next on the health layer is meditation. I meditate, pray, or spend time alone in silence on a regular basis. 1 is very false, 10 is very true. The next one on the health layer is sleep. I get at least 7 hours of sleep per night. I wake up feeling rested and rejuvenated. 1 is very false, 10 is very true. And the last one on the health layer is I take a medication. I take my prescribed medication and or supplements and vitamins to create an ideal container for my mind and body to soar. 1 is very false, 10 is very true. Now we're going to get into environment. First one, my physical environment supports my thinking clarity, inspiration, and productivity. So write down 1 is very false or 10 is very true. Next one, an environment goals. The goals I have are 1, very motivational and meaningful to me, and 2, crystal clear and succinct. 1 is very false and 10 is very true. Next, environment layer, circles of support. This can be close family, friends, clubs, groups, church, etc. And a note when considering who is my circle of support is who would I think of is on my team, right? Because when you have a 10 in circle of support, you feel fully supported in all areas of your life, and you have a backup or several backups when you have a bad day or week or month. So how do you feel about your circle of support? 1 is very false, and 10, it is very true that you have that circle of support that you know you want or need. Last on environment layer is light your light. So the statement is, I light my light. I am clear about my purpose in the world, whether it's work for pay, through volunteering, in a club, or with a solo endeavor. Your environment and activities support yourself in keeping your candle lit from within. 1 is very false, 10 is very true. So that is what I have for environment. Now we're into productivity. On the productivity layer, the first cake piece is called focus. So listen to the statement and rate yourself 1 to 10. I have a system to limit the scope of my task or project. For example, your system could be do, delegate, or drop. I can stay focused and then take breaks. I do not overcommit and then get exhausted on a regular basis. 1 is very false, 10 is very true. Next cake piece. Remembering to remember. I have systems and external support so that I remember to remember most of the time. I am not feeling like I am always dropping the ball. I am following through. 1 is very false, 10 is very true. Productivity layer, procrastination. I have procrastination under control. 1 is very false, 10 is very true. Productivity layer, I have a system for managing my time and energy and priorities that works for me. I get things done as I'd like to do them. I feel very good, really good about what gets done and to the quality which it does. I set appointments, I show up on time, and I am fully present. My time management feels clear and peaceful to me and supports my larger goals and purpose. If this is you, you're a 10. So 1 is very false and 10 is very true as you rate yourself. Last layer on the accountability is accountability. On the cake is accountability. I rely upon a trusted partner to keep me accountable externally so that I do not have to rely solely on my internal regulator in staying on track and being accountable to my goals and priorities. 1 is very false and 10 is very true. Finally, in accountability, I have a plan and action steps in place for my continuous growth, personally and professionally. So when you rate yourself on that, 1 would be very false and 10 would be very true. Now, the last but not least, and that is the frosting on the cake, okay? Calorie-free frosting, you gotta love that. And that is your why. So here is what I want you to hear about your why, and think about it and put it in the comments below, or write to me at carol@unscatterme.com or DM me, okay? Icing. My purpose that holds all my layers together. What would you love to say about your purpose for building and baking your cake? What comments do you have about where you are right now in this process, or any ahas that came to you during this time of layer evaluation? See, here's the thing, guys. We're looking for these quick and easy things, you know, just like losing weight. Oh, God, I gotta do it quick and easy. Oh, intermittent fasting, great. I can lose, 20 pounds in 2 weeks, whatever it is. I'm not saying intermittent fasting is wrong, but what I'm saying is that whatever you do, it takes mindfulness, evaluation, and step by step, and a plan and accountability. And maybe that's not sexy, but it sure as heck can be fun. And that's why I created and have people implement the Productivity Success Cake System. Because it works, because it's fun, because it's visual. And the people that I serve are fun, crazy artists, creators, visual, and they love being a little kooky just like me, and it friggin' works. So I invite you to comment below what you have taken away from this. Comment below what your biggest ahas were in doing that. And if you're just tuning in, do yourself a favor and rewind it, because this was a packed up live and video. I will see you on the other side. Thank you.